Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. So I'm Srilata, your senior instructor. Today I'm going to talk to you about enterprise application integration and its various contents. So before going to the contents and all, I shall let you know about enterprise application integration in brief first. So we know enterprise application integration itself interpret that integrating the various applications of a business unit. That is uniting all the applications of a enterprise. Itself interprets about enterprise application integration. So we know as a business use various applications like customer resource management, finance, sales, human resources, and also if it grows, if the business grows, it has a necessity of adapting many more applications beyond these. But if the communications between these applications is not automated, then this results in the administrative delays, slow downs the business processes, which results in the failure of the business growth, which is not necessary, not at all necessary or really needed for a business growth, to stop the business growth. So hence, these enterprise application integration systems solve this mess. That is the lack of interaction or the lack of communication, whatever happens between these applications, the enterprise application integration solves this mess. It gives the solution to talk to each other, to allows to talk to each other. Applications talk to each other, helping each other in synchronizing data and workflows and bringing them together under same roof to work together harmoniously. So this is in brief about enterprise application integration. We will discuss in detail with respect to the contents that we are having. So the table of contents here includes what is enterprise application integration, importance of enterprise application integration next, drawbacks as well. What are the drawbacks of enterprise application integration? Application integration models, different types of enterprise application integration. Then application integration tools we have. Then future, what is the future of enterprise application integration? And last with the conclusion. So we start with our first content, that is what is enterprise application integration. So just now what I have discussed is it unites or it integrates all the applications of a business unit. So briefly describing or briefly saying that it functions as a glue for a company. That is, these enterprise application systems allows the function to unite the multiple applications of the company, which allows the company to use the information consistently, keeping everyone on the same page. That is, its specification is it works in an existing service-oriented architecture, which uses all the business rules to bring together the various set of applications. So to understand better, let me cite an example for this. We know banking services provides, banking sectors provide services to customers through various applications. Like it provides services through ATM, mobile banking, internet banking, and many, where the core banking provides services to these individual channels, where core banking provides the services to these channels individually, where suppose if we consider an example of card transaction, card balance transaction, the core banking or the bank provides this financial operation to this different channels individually, where these different channels are working with different links, where there is a duplicacy in implementing the information, which is not really needed. So here, the EAI layer or EAR systems solve this mess in order to come out of the duplicacy of the implementation. So it works as the middleware between the core banking and these individual channels, which is the only implementation of the bank to handle the requests and manage the requests. So this is the role of enterprise application integration in any of the business units. Now we move on to our importance, the next content, that is importance of EAI. So what is the use of EAI? So it achieves actually three functions mainly. The first one is it enables the data integration. It enables data integration. That is, irrespective of the number of applications the organization has, the information on the current system, systems will be always same. Even though if someone updates a data file or any other data, other persons or other people can see these changes or updation immediately. This is the first achievement. The second one is it allows for vendor independence. So what is vendor independence is, we know a company uses various applications in its process, where these applications are from different vendors. Then the company need not have to worry about re-implementing the new application from the different vendors, even if it is replaced by one of the applications. So it need not have to worry about the re-implementing of the application, even though it is taken from the new vendor. And third, it has a common interface. So common interface is the users need not have to worry about learning different softwares, because it provides a compatible software applications. So these are the three achievements of enterprise application integration. The first one is data integration. The second one is it allows the vendor independence. And the third one is it works as a common interface. Beyond these also, there are some advantages. That is, these systems always helps in real-time access to the information. It carries the streamlined business processes. It also helps in efficient access to the information. And it eliminates the need of manual data entry and also reduces the cost for the company who looks for the scales. And the timely information and data transfer will be carried across the systems. So there are drawbacks as well. As we all know that every coin has two sides, EAI has also some drawbacks. So what are the drawbacks is, these systems do not always fit the needs of the companies of all scopes and sizes because of its complex architecture and cost implementing. And the second one is the complex architecture, whatever exists for enterprise application integration, and it's a challenging learning curve, pose a daunting task for the business owners who looks for a scale. And third, even after the implementation of these systems, some users find it difficult to access and maintain the logic, whatever exists in the application integrations. So these are some drawbacks. So why these importance or advantages and drawbacks, we will learn from the next content. That is the most important content of this presentation. That is models of integrations or types of application integrations. So here, the 5 application integrations that we are going to learn are: first one, point-to-point integration. Second one is hub and spoke integration. Third one, bus integration. Fourth, middleware. And fifth one, microservices. So I shall discuss all these individually in detail. Okay. So the first one is point-to-point integration. So what is this model? So this the earliest form of enterprise application integration model is point-to-point integration. So this stands for this process involves extracting data from one of the application, reformats it in the application and resend it to the next application. And this process continues throughout the completion of the data transfer. That is, from one application, it starts and ends at the last application, going in the same manner. Reformats and resend it to the next application. Then from there, it reformat and resend to the next application. The same way it continues and go on. So what happens is, here the software tool modifies the structure during the process of during the middle of the process. So it actually resembles a telephone call. We may understand easily this process with a resemblance of a telephone call, where these persons who are connected on the either side can only listen what is said on the line. So while the transformation of the data is straightforward, actually things get complicated. The drawback of this point-to-point integration is straightforward route cause complications. That is, the larger the number of systems, the tougher the job. That is, the transfer of data becomes tough, or it slows the path. So this actually, it works with the best small scale models only, since it is challenging to maintain at scale. So the second one is hub and spoke model. So what is the speciality of hub and spoke is it resembles like a bike wheel. Why is it? Because this system consists of a central software hub at the middle, where different applications are connected to it like spokes of a wheel, where that central software hub, which is present in the center, is responsible for collecting the data, reformats and resend it or redirect it to the required or specific destinations wherever it has to be sent. And for the faster data, it requires development teams manually to direct the data with runtime components here. So the specification is, it resembles like a bike wheel, where the central software hub is connected, or the different applications are connected to the software hub. And the central software hub only receives data, reformats and resend it to the required destinations. So the important point is the necessary of manual work here. So manual team, whatever the development team are there, they transfer the data fastly. So next one is bus integration. This model is the next logical step of hub and spoke. That is to run away the problems that are caused by hub and spoke. So as we have discussed in hub and spoke, that manual work is necessary to transfer the data fast. So this integration reduces that or minimizes the problems that have caused in hub and spoke. So what do it do is, it operates without human interference, which minimizes the chance of manual errors. So here the architecture has, whatever the architecture has in the business integration is, it has a set of business rules to dictate the flow of information between different data structures, which provides or which fits the standards. The next one, the fourth one is middleware. So what are these middlewares is, they exist, or middleware technologies exist between user interface and operating systems. Many or these middlewares exist in different forms. So some of them are, few are RPC and MOM, where RPC stands for remote control, remote procedure call. In this process, it allows the distribution of a single service across multiple programs. That is, you can recognize with the first figure what is existing in the content. RPC stands for Remote Procedure Call, which allows for the distribution of the single service across the multiple programs. And the second one is MOM, that is Message-Oriented Middleware. So message-oriented middleware, it carries the self-contained units of data via communication channels. So this is the specification of the middleware technologies. The next model, the last but not the least, are microservices. So how do microservices work here is, these are small, actually. Microservices are small, but they are mighty. That is, the architecture in microservices is modern, standardized for enterprise applications that relies on cloud computing. That is, the companies which make use of cloud can capture and extract data from the microservices and route it to the desired destinations. So microservice technologies, whatever the microservice technology existing here have grown in popularity because of the easy maintenance, loose coupling, and independent deployment. These are the 5 important models of enterprise application integration systems. Because of these reasons, the advantages and drawbacks, whatever I have discussed, actually occurs. So next, what are the services that provides EAI? There are many services available in the market. They are Web Methods, TIBCO, Mule ESB, and Jitterbit, and many more are there. These are the services that provides the enterprise application integration tools. So next one is the conclusion, that is the last content of the presentation. Future also have to discuss, actually. Future of EAI is challenging because the most explosive growth of the enterprise application integration models and the Internet of Things. It is more agile and easier to use, because as companies move forward for cloud-based solutions, it increasingly looks for EAI platforms to accommodate the hybrid environment. The last content I conclude is, even though EAI may be complex and costly undertaking, it has the potential to increase the efficiency with due cost, as well improve the accuracy in the business units. So this brings me to the end of the presentation. Hope this presentation is interesting and informative.
Any questions?
Thank you, and I appreciate your attention.